And hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my playthrough of the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 DLC, Mysteria Ecclesiae. I probably mispronounced that, I'm not a Latin speaker, so apologize for that, but that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be searching for the cursed die, as you can see in the title, and we'll be doing some main quests, hopefully. I got very sidetracked last time doing some exploration and I was messing around with the Teutonic Knights as well, fighting them a few times to just see what would happen, and all sorts of stuff. But last time, importantly, we discovered that, well, the Teutonic Knights are in the Sedlitz Monastery. We got in the Sedlitz Monastery, learned about some sort of mysterious illness, and we learned that the Teutonic Knights are here not only to provide security, but more importantly, to prepare for their campaigns out northeast, which is very interesting. And those who are very familiar with the history will know the Battle of Grunwald is not that far away from the time period of this game, so there's kind of a build up to that period. So very interesting to see a little bit of that in action, to learn a little bit about the Teutonic Order. Anyway, let's boot up the game. Yeah, just continue right where we left off. I think I'll start with searching for the dice because that will take
I'll give it a rest,
quite a
for
while, I
Christ's
imagine.
sake. My head's killing me.
At my shoulder, it looks like we're even.
Okay, the audio is working. I was just checking that real quick. Yeah, so there's some sort of illness spreading in the monastery right now. We're not sure what it is. There's been rumors that it's the Black Death, the Black Plague, but we are not sure. And honestly, the description that they were giving didn't necessarily scream Black Death to me, but I suppose we'll see. I'm definitely not a doctor, so
It sounds like an ordinary,
it'll be up to us to figure this out.
woman's matter.
What's the matter? Do you need me to take you to the infirmary? You're writhing around like a worm in salt.
Forgive me, I have a fever of decoction brewing and, it needs straining.
I can't feel my legs or my back. Just a burning pain so bad, even the devil would ask for a cold cloth.
Is there anything I can help you with, good wife?
Who are you calling good wife? The name's Maddie, and no, only a sore bones can help me. Or the Reaper, maybe.
Then it's your lucky day. Because I'm a bit of both. Tell me what's bothering you, Maddie.
Well, it hurts like hell. Here, below my belly. It feels like a couple of hounds fighting over a piece of bacon. And the Holy Brother over there won't help. Says it's a woman's issue. Only I'm regular as a Vesper's bell. This is something else.
That's a vivid description.
Don't want to get involved.
How long has it been hurting?
Well, it started the day before yesterday, and it's only gotten worse since then. And I've tried everything. Calamus, yarrow. I even prayed to Saint Benedict and rubbed garlic on my stomach. I even tried hanging from a ladder upside down so it could pass through me. All for nothing. And I almost bashed my head getting down.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. The garlic thing, I think garlic has some slight antibacterial properties, so that might be the theory behind that one, but obviously not ideal as a medical treatment today. And even back then it wouldn't have necessarily worked, but I think that's the theory behind it, is it's supposed to help. And it's also supposed to, most importantly, it's supposed to like keep away like dangerous spirits and stuff in Eastern European folklore, so there's an element of that as well. And garlic also has a very strong smell, so if you're dealing with the dead, having a bunch of that around might just make the smell more bearable. So there's that aspect to it as well. It just sort of keeps out the bad smells. which they thought was how you kept away illness, but isn't quite how it works, unfortunately.
What were you doing before it started hurting?
Working like a dog I was. Who said I wasn't? Zdeněk? Alright, so I sat down on the stairs, just for a little while. My legs were killing me. Besides, those stairs were bloody hard. And ice cold too. It's a wonder I didn't freeze in place.
All right, enough. I get it. All right. I'll try to help you somehow.
Yeah, let's try and diagnose. That'll be interesting. You got 32 scholars level, so...
If you sat on cold steps for a while, you might have caught cold from below.
Whatever it is, I just want it to stop hurting. Sakura. Let them rinse me out with holy water for all I care. Or at least tie a knot in my guts, or I swear they are gonna come spilling out.
After all of that, you could just say, I'd rather not get involved. That's amazing.
Wait here. I'll stop by the infirmary. I'm sure they'll give me something to help you.
God bless you. Not many folks would make the effort. They're sitting in there reading about a burning bush.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Zacharias.
Master, there's this girl who caught a chill in her lower passages. Can I send it to you?
How did she manage that? Did she raise her skirt for you somewhere there was a draft?
I've got nothing to do with it. She sat down on some cold steps after a hard day's work, and now she's in awful pain.
Well, she should drink as much as she can. It might hurt all the more because of it, but perhaps it will flush out the source of the pain. Movement is recommended for stomach aches, but any physician will tell you the best thing for any illness is rest.
That's quite a wide variety.
You never know with women. Their insides are set up like a pantry. Each one is different, and only the woman herself knows her way around.
That was very helpful. Very, very helpful. How about you?
Benedict, I need your help.
You too? Lord in heaven!
It isn't for me. This girl who helps out around the sties has stomach pains.
I see. I told her I can't help her. Not that I don't want to, it's just that I'm not educated in women's issues. Understandably, there aren't many books on the topic in the monastery's library. And to tell you the truth, she was a bit frightening.
This isn't about her time of the month. She says it hurts when nature calls. That can affect men just as well as women.
Perhaps, but I still truly don't know how to help. Maybe Master Albic would know, or you can try the monastery's library.
Thanks, brother.
God be with you.
Okay. So I know I promised that we would do main quests, but you know how it is. Oh, this isn't stealing. Nice. I'll just take that then. Maybe it'll come in handy. So they just have potions lying around that I can take. Out here. Nice. Especially chamomile, that's a pretty useful one. Whenever anyone has a fever or something, that you give them that in this game and they get better. Okay, I also promised we would search for the die, that cursed die that we discovered after winning against those monks. Highly recommend checking out that game, by the way. It was ridiculous luck on my part that allowed me to win that. But they had ridiculous luck earlier on, so I basically needed that or I would lose the initial game. I don't know if it would give us another chance. Probably would, but
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
servant brother of the order. Yeah, so these are the Teutonic knights that I was talking about. That are hanging out here, gathering supplies, resources, and stuff before their campaign. And also taking recruits. Although Henry is not eligible. Okay, you gotta find the cellar. Okay, so that's where we met those monks, and I believe that's also where we will find the die that we're looking for. Whether it's cursed or not, who knows? I assume it's not. Usually that type of stuff in this game isn't actually
What now?
a thing, but who knows? There's actually, the Thunderstone actually does give you stat boosts, and sometimes dice in this game actually can help you cheat, so, when you play dice, so. Could still be some use there, even if the supernatural claim isn't exactly true. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to look for this thing, I just know it's somewhere down here. The monastery secret. Why the hell not? Settlers. I've had that before. The monastery secret, though, that's interesting. Is that like really strong wine or something? Also, you might be able to hear in my voice, I've got some type of cold again. Which is annoying, but I'm not that sick. It's just a little congestion and stuff. The usual stuff that'll go away. It's just very stubborn. Okay, I forget the actual riddle that he gave us. I'm just kind of wandering aimlessly. There's something like where the vines grow, so that tells me it's in a... It's something to do with wine. So like a wine barrel or something, but... I think that's what it was. I don't know, there's some cryptic.
There's wine in the air. Someone must have spilled a cask.
Maybe here? Why can't I examine it now?
Someone's walked through the spilled wine. The trail continues here. I can't open this door without a key.
I need a key? Seriously, I can't lockpick it? It's a little BS, isn't it? Oh well. What's up here? Nothing. Okay, well that's an interesting little side quest that we could do. Yeah, I just know that what we're looking for is likely in a barrel somewhere. It might be past that locked door. I don't know. We took from that one. Surprised you're just allowed to take that. That's not considered stealing by the game. I don't think anyone's down here could catch you, but you gotta be careful stealing stuff, because if I am caught, I can get kicked out of the whole DLC. There's no, like, defending yourself. Oh nice, these chaps are here, let's talk to them. That's robbing that, so I don't know. risk that yet.
I forgot where I'm supposed to look for your blessed die. How did that famous riddle go again?
Listen closely. It's said to lie, where the sun doesn't shine, yet there still ripens the vine, where the timber rests on hollow timber. And then it's the fourth one from the left.
Now I remember why I forgot it.
Fourth one from the left. Okay, that's probably pretty important. Yeah, so it's a barrel. I think I'm right with that assumption. I don't think it's here. Oh wait, here it is. Is that literally it? Okay. I think that's it, is it? Let's see. Where is it? Is it a quest item or? Here we are. Yeah, I think that's it. Curious what this actually does, so I'm gonna look that up quickly. Okay, there we go. So it apparently always lands on 6, which, you know, that can be useful. 6s can be very valuable in Farkle, so... It depends, though. Sometimes that's not so good if you want 5s and 1s, but... Combine that with certain dice that are more likely to land on 6, and you can definitely have a killer combination. They nerfed a lot of that stuff in the game, though, because it used to be very overpowered to the point where you could always roll 3s or something, and you would always score no matter what as a result. Which I think defeats the purpose of the game. The game is much more fun when luck.
Good to see you.
So even
God be with you.
like this one that always lands on 6, I don't know if I would use it. I just like playing a regular game of Farkle. But, you know, it's still fun to look for that stuff, for collectibles like that. Okay, what are we doing? doing now? There's the main quest, and then there's... Can ask around at the infirmary, search the library. Okay. I guess while we're here... There's the dining hall and the kitchen.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Nice. Random rooms here. None of these are the library. I forget where exactly it was. Brother Ludolf is here. He's not actually in his camp right now. Basically the equivalent of a knight, is my understanding. I mean, it literally just means knight brother, so... in German, so... Notice that Ritter is not the same as Reiter, or the... when you add the EI, it's actually a different thing, even though it's from the same root word. A Reiter was like a medium... heavy, like a medium type of cavalry from the early modern period. But if we're talking about Ritter specifically, that's a knight. But they come from that same root word for riding a horse. Similar to in French, the chevalier, coming from cheval. And that's where we get chivalry as well. Where the fuck is this library? That's the thing, I love this this section of the game, but boy oh boy is it a big monastery. You gotta look around for stuff. Let's see if this guy knows anything.
Brother Crispin, I need some reading material about women's matters.
Women's matters? You mean writings about marriage? Calculating dowries? Or cooking, sewing, plucking feathers? Or how Eve listened to the serpent? And how much evil came out of it for the Christian people?
No. I'm talking about infections and inflammations in areas men don't have.
What sort of inflammation do you have in mind?
The kind a girl can get for sitting on cold stone steps for too long. And instead of sympathy, she gets scolded for slacking off.
I don't know of any writings on such matters, but our archives are extensive. Give them a try, why don't you? Till we meet again.
Okay, that's not helpful.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
Read that one. Not helpful. How about you? Do you know something?
God bless you.
Nope. We're also not technically supposed to talk to them anyway unless it's absolutely necessary. But anyway. none of these are helpful.
I'm sorry.
Till we meet
Actually, might as well ask them.
Your brother Crispin, right? I'm here about Yaroslav. I heard he works here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible loss if... But no. Such thoughts help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. What exactly was Yaroslav doing here?
He's working on a translation of a book that came to us all the way from Genoa. While he was well, he spoke of nothing else. He knows Latin, Italian, and French. And thanks to his work, we have several valuable translated volumes in the library.
What book was he translating?
It's called the Decameron.
And what's the Decameron about?
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in Italian as Yaroslav. I was waiting for him to finish the translation, but he spoke of it as a groundbreaking work of indescribable value. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond their worldly suffering. He was so excited he barely ate or slept, just kept working. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation and assigned his other duties to others.
Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful, he's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Well, it might still take a while. I looked through the book and it's almost empty.
Nonsense. Yaroslav's been working on it for weeks. I thought I'd have to start supplying ink by the bucket for him. He's probably got the rest of the pages tucked away somewhere.
Well, if you say so. Who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Till we meet again.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to find here. Also, welcome to anyone who's viewing this. Alright, well I've searched, I feel like everything in the library, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to find. Unless I look something over, maybe? None of that looks helpful at all. Interesting, like the campaign of Lombardy, but... I don't know, I guess I'll just grab stuff that it's clear I haven't read yet. Maybe this one?
This book might have something about Maddie's troubles.
Okay, there we go. That's the unfortunate thing about how they've set this up, is sometimes it's unclear clear what books you can pick up and what books you can't, so that doesn't help either. But at least we found it. I'll read some of these while I'm at it. Build up my skill. I think I still have some points that I can gain, so. How to bring it out. Cat fat with saffron. That's pretty expensive. Saffron is like one of the most, to this day, it's one of the most expensive spices out there. St. John's wort. Okay, that sounds like what we're dealing with. Water, nettle, valerian, ginger. Yeah, then we're gonna do some alchemy, it looks like.
Oh, sometimes I regret learning to read. The greatest miracle of medicine is that women have even survived this long.
Okay, looks like we have what we need.
Oh well.
Greetings.
What? Henry, you literally just looked at the cause of that. Oh my god. And those are all the questions I can give. Henry, we literally just discovered what we gotta do, and you're just... The options are to ask those sorts of questions that we were able to rule out. Where the hell?
Look, maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out of here. What do you say?
You. Forget it.
He's gonna be helpful. How about you?
Master, I need your advice. A girl is feeling ill, and you're the only one who might be able to help. It's a bit, unusual.
Another fallen ill. And another girl, no less.
It seems her lower passages may have caught a chill from sitting on cold steps for too long.
Of course! This is just like the case Trotter of Salerno wrote about. Coldness in the lower abdomen, inflammation of the urinary tract accompanied by sharp pains. This can lead to bladder distension or pelvic congestion.
Aye. It sounds like all that's happening while we're standing here talking about it.
You don't see a case like this every day. I'll have to write down all my findings in detail.
So do you know what to do? You've treated this before?
Not at all. I've never come across something like this. Most women sort out their problems with the help of herb women, whispering into the water and brewing potions according to the stars. Usually, they only come and see a studied physician when it's already too late.
Well, she went to see Benedict, but he seemed even more flustered than she was.
I'm not surprised. Only a handful of physicians have read De Curis Mulierum, even though it has so much knowledge to offer.
Such as?
That infertility is not necessarily the fault of women, as has been believed until now. And labor pains? They can be alleviated without endangering the baby struggling to come into the world. The curse of Eve, to which all women are condemned according to the Holy Scriptures, can quite possibly be avoided. Some people cross themselves as soon as they hear it. But I'm telling you, it's groundbreaking, revolutionary.
Well, if Maddie ever goes into labor, I'll send her to you. But for now, all she needs is to be able to relieve herself in peace.
Of course. This calls for a concoction with soothing and diuretic effects. Here's the recipe. Brew it with care. She should feel relief almost immediately, but I've heard it may cause delirium and facial twitching.
Oh, that's fun.
Like I said, I haven't tried it myself.
All right. Thank you.
There's a specific anti-inflammatory potion. Okay. Where's our alchemy bench, though? Okay, that's stealing. Don't know what. That doesn't look like it's stealing, so I'll take that. Kind of curious to poke around in here, but I'm not gonna risk that right now. Oh. There's spectacles in there. How about here? Ginger. I'll take some of that. What else do I need again? I need valerian or something. nettle. Okay, we gotta find some nettle then. And what was it? Nettle and valerian. Okay. I assume we'll find that in the garden or something. Usually nettle is pretty easy to find. Don't believe I've got any in my inventory, but I'll double check. Oh, we got some nettle, nice. Valerian's the thing we need then. It's in pretty good condition too. It's just dried, that's the only thing, but I think that should be fine. Alright, well, that makes our life easy. We just need the one herb. Where is the garden? Oh, nice. It's like right here. Start here, and then I think there's a garden like in the middle of the monastery too. Pistol, don't need that.
What is it? Did you drop something?
You able to help? Nope.
I'm sorry.
See, normally you would talk to somebody if you're looking for a specific thing. But... whatever. Alchemy bench here as well. Okay, maybe in here there's something I can grab. Charcoal. It's not very helpful. It's a little disappointing. There's a hell lot of nothing in this whole garden. It's just this light. What? Okay. I can't talk to this guy, so maybe here. No, none of these are helpful. That's poppies. Yep. Don't need that. Eye bright. What's this? Oh, just mint. Oh, here we go. $21 from that batch. It's pretty good. Might as well use the alchemy bench here. Been a while since I've actually brewed anything, so hopefully I get it right. Could save before I do it, but that's fine. I don't really want to waste a savior snap right now. Probably better to just use my bed anyway, but that's a bit time consuming. Prepare that. Okay, so what are the instructions? So 1 handful of nettle and 2 of valerian. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Do we grind it first? Yeah. Water. Come on, flip it. There we go. Go. Let me boil the valerian for 2 turns. Need 2 of that, right? Okay. God, I'm trying to flip it right away, but it just doesn't always go. And then we just put the ginger in, right? Or do we grind it first? Grind it, okay. And you just pour it? From what I... Yeah, you just pour it. Perfect, alright.
Maybe I boiled those nettles longer than I should have.
Yeah, so it's not Henry quality, but I'll definitely take that. Strong is more than enough. I'll blame the fact that I was trying to click the timer and it wouldn't go like the second I was clicking it. Sometimes the timing is very tight with this stuff. Anyway.
About that medicine.
Tell me you've got good news. I feel like I'm being ripped in half.
Here. If it's as strong as it smells, you'll be back in fine fettle in no time.
By all the saints, bless you. That looks like just the potion to set me right. Foy, it smells like you boiled an old boot with rotten garlic, but what have I got to lose? Hang on. It's really settling down.
Does it still hurt?
Not much. Kind of like a farmhand's pay. Ugh, this is lovely. Lad, you saved my life. If there were more men like you, there'd be less crying girls in the world. Ugh, what a relief.
If only medicine was that simple in real life. Okay, we got a main quest we still gotta do. What's this? Oh, the Abbot's Chambers. I don't think we're allowed in there, but that might be worth looking at some point. In fact, I might just do that. I just want to speak to this guy first while we're here. Also, I want to check my boots because something that really annoys me in this game, and I love this game, it's like my favorite game. So, this is at this point we're kind of nitpicking, but the durability of boots, look at that, we're at 80%. And that's just from me running around. That's not from combat, that's not from anything like that. 80%. So it's lost 20% of its durability. And if I'm not paying attention to that, my boots will get ruined. Thankfully, I've got a bunch of these kits, just in case that happens, but... And I've got a high, like, craftsmanship skill, so it's not, like, that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things now. But man, oh man, when I was poor, when I was just starting the game out, my boots would just, out of nowhere, they would get ruined. And I'd be so confused as to why. Obviously, the idea there is that you're moving, you're walking, they wear over time. We all know this. Shoes do that all the time. But shoes back in the medieval period, generally speaking, were built to last. You did not build them such that within a year you'd have to buy new shoes. Like, that's not how it worked. Obviously, if you were poor, maybe you did have to make do with ruined shoes still. But most people
What do you say?
wouldn't have to worry about that for a very long time.
Go train with Carl.
Especially if they're good huntsman's boots, they're not gonna get degraded over the course of a day. So I don't understand why that's a thing. Because even if you look at modern shoes, over the course of a day, unless you deliberately ruin them, yes, they're not built to last that long, but they will still last a year. So a year minimum. So I don't understand why it's a thing. Anyway, I'm not gonna rant about that anymore, but it's just one of those things in this game where they've added a realism mechanic, but it actually doesn't make any sense if you think about it. Now, if it was combat, that would make more sense. If somebody is cutting your boots with a sword, yeah, they'll get ruined, but otherwise it's just, like, I don't understand why it's a thing.
How do you feel?
Like I'm turning inside out.
Don't worry. I'll let you rest. But first, I need to know who you've been seeing lately. And where.
What? Why?
Because we need to find out where and how you got infected.
What's that got to do with the others?
The sickness spreads through foul air. Anyone breathing the same air as you might be at risk.
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
I believe you've got your reasons. But I'm a confessor. I can't. I mustn't break the seal of confession, or tell you what anyone confided in me.
But this isn't just about you.
Exactly. It's about the souls I help unburden of their sins, and the trust I'd be betraying.
And what about those who never got the chance to confess? What if they catch the sickness and die? Don't their souls matter to you?
It's not that. But I don't know how to help you.
Can't you at least point me in the right direction?
Perhaps you're right. I could at least point the way. There's something that might be connected to this dreadful sickness. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. Here's the key. I think you'll find something there that might help you.
What am I looking for?
That you'll have to find out for yourself.
I understand. I won't pressure you. Get some rest.
Wait, please. Do you think that I might ask you for something?
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers. Something living to cover up the ever-present stench of decoctions.
I've got a few right here.
May the Lord reward you.
Here they are.
Thank you, lad. Would you put them in the jug for me?
About our little duel, what
Give it a rest, for Christ's sake. My head's killing me.
and my shoulder? It looks like we're even.
Get over here next, since it's nearby. And I guess that's a good excuse to go to the abbot's chamber as well. The quest is taking us very close to that
Jesus
location.
Christ be praised.
Again, you gotta be wary of actually stealing stuff because we might get suspected if anyone even sees us near there.
Greetings.
Because the AI
What
is
do you
actually
need?
pretty smart.
You're Zdeněk, right? They say you're the steward here. I need to find out something about Blazena.
She's lying in the infirmary. What's it to you?
She's in a bad way. Master Albic is treating her, but to work out what's wrong, I need to know what she's been doing lately.
Oh, I see. That's different. What do you want to know, then?
What sort of work does Blazena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid, so she does whatever needs doing.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? Women aren't allowed in. But she still manages to get where she's not allowed.
What do you mean by that?
It'll sound terrible with her being sick now.
Whatever it is, out with it.
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going missing from the pantry, and she and I are the only ones with a key. I was just about to throw her out, but then she fell ill.
Where does Blazena sleep? I'd like to take a look at her room.
What for? How do I know you won't nick something?
Excuse me? I can bring Master Albic here if you like, but he's got better things to do. Like saving Blazena and the others.
All right, no need to shout. Blazena sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs. Her bed and chest are by the window.
I'll take a look there if that's all right. Who was Blazena closest with here?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to separate them more than once so they'd stop chatting and get to work.
And how do I recognise Valerie?
Easy. She's the only blonde among the maids.
And where do I find Valerie?
That's her, standing over there. But listen, don't tell her what I suspect. She might take it the wrong way.
Thanks.
Sweet Mother Mary, what a relief. Finally, my insides don't feel like they're on fire.
That's a lot of coin. Suspiciously much for a common maid.
Aye, so I've heard. She had a terrible fever. The poor thing couldn't even get out.
Yeah, best not to steal anything. They'll find out probably.
Babbling incoherently.
I also don't need 300 groschen. I'm ridiculously rich.
I know. When the young novice married as a sheet.
Maybe it was just his first time seeing a woman. What did he say?
Nothing. He just rushed her to the infirmary. Greetings, sir. What would you like? See you soon, my friend.
Wait, what? Why is this all restricted all of a sudden? Weird bug there. Anyway.
I need to find something out about Blagena. And they say you know her better than anyone.
Well, we share a room, but we're not that close, really. Why?
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward, but he wasn't very helpful.
Zdeněk? I don't know. I doubt I'll tell you anything he hasn't already.
What is it? Why are you suddenly on edge?
When Blagena fell ill, I was there. I sleep right next to her. What if I caught it too?
Don't pretend. You were calm until I said your steward sent me.
Shh! Quiet!
What is it?
I'll tell you something.
What's he
but
upset
not
about?
in front of
Do you guys
him.
see that?
If he heard, he'd skin me alive.
As long as I'm here, he won't touch you. You've got nothing to fear.
That's just it. You're not here forever. One day you'll leave, and then what'll happen to me?
I don't think Zdeněk will forget about me so easily.
All right then. What did Zdeněk tell you about Blagena?
Well, he said he suspects that Blagena's been stealing.
That scoundrel. I knew he'd try feeding you lies.
The thing is, I actually found a pile of groschen in Blagena's chest. If she's not stealing, how would she come by that kind of wealth?
Well, what if it's not hers? What if Zdeněk planted it there? I saw him going through Blagena's things, her chest.
And you think he planted the silver there?
Not just that. I saw him take something out of the chest.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hands. But it must have been something small. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
Do you know where his Denyek sleeps? Maybe I should have a look.
We live in the same house. Me and Blazena sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs, just opposite the door.
And what sort of cellar is it?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that's where the monastery wine is kept. There are a few rooms down there, and only Zdeněk has a key to some of them.
Sounds like a perfect place to stash stolen goods. But why would Zdeněk lie about Blazena stealing?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately he's been giving her a hard time. I think he wants to get rid of her.
Now? When poor Blazena's ill?
That's just grist to his mill. The poor lass can't even defend herself, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Where did Blazena usually go around the monastery?
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only she go?
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key, so she was the only one who had access to it.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you about. The one I saw Zdeněk run into.
Why would the steward want to get rid of an ordinary maid?
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his face. Serves him right.
Did Blazena have a sweetheart?
That? I'm not entirely sure.
So someone's been sniffing round her?
I only ever saw her once, chatting cheerfully in the doorway of the monastery with some monk.
Monks aren't supposed to talk to women, right?
And I haven't told anyone but you about it, and you keep it to yourself too. Blazena's got it hard enough as it is.
That'll do for now. I'll take a look in that cellar and see what I can find.
Right, but how is all this supposed to help Blazena get better?
Well, to be honest, I don't know myself. But Master Albic said to find out what I can.
And how is Blazena doing?
Okay, so some folks on the Discord were mentioning something about playing Mountain Blade with Fire and Sword. So I might get off a bit sooner than I expected to do that, but we'll see.
Honestly, it's not looking good.
Yeah, just let him
She's
know
burning
that
with
available.
fever and spends most of the time rambling.
Poor girl. I'll pray for her. Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirits. And her laugh. Without her, it's so horribly quiet here.
See you soon, my friend.
Ugh, I hate sweeping.
Okay, so I think I know the cellar they're talking about, so we needed a key for that, so I think I'll head on over there. Where did I find that? You're somewhere nearby. Sounds like we're doing this pretty soon. Fire and sword thing, so I might cut this a little bit short, but I'll try and find whatever it is, wherever the cellar is, before I go. Still streamed for over an hour, so that's good.
I'm sorry.
Could you move? Oh my god. See, the thing is, I can't push him. Some games, I wish there was a push button. You could just push somebody and this would not be a problem. I can't punch him or knock him out, right? Because that'll get the whole monastery angry at me. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not even...
Keeps up, it'll be over soon.
Would you move? Oh my god.
Careful.
Why can't I move past him now? Oh my god. Move your fucking ass right now.
We'll get it back if we yawn it during the chance.
There we go. And now I'm stuck in
sorry.
here. No, you're... Move your ass. Why are you even here? There's apples, okay? We get it. Move. Oh my god.
Careful.
Oh wait, I don't want to rob him. Jesus Christ. I realized I was pressing the X button. That's not a good idea. Oh my god.
Thank you, Lord. It must be because I didn't just pray.
I'm sorry.
Alright, if I spam jump, I might be able to get past him again. This is stupid. Oh my god.
Careful.
What if I draw my sword? Are you gonna fucking move now?
Is that supposed to be a threat?
Yeah, it is. Move. Thank you.
You were starting to scare me.
Oh my god. That's the first time I've had something like that happen in this game, I won't lie. Here either. Where the heck was that place? I thought it was close by here. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, it was like hidden away. Okay. I ran past it. Why can't I open the door? I've got a key. Oh my god. That's weird. Anyway. Maybe this was all a waste of time. Thought we were heading here, so maybe that's a later part of the quest, or it's a different quest entirely. There could be another key that I need to get.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Richard Bruder. Let me... What? Why did it... That was weird.
These must be barrels from Lorca. That's a lot of water. What's Steniek using it for? Why is there wine spilled everywhere? Wine in a tub? But it looks watered down to me. Could Steniek have poured water into it?
Oh my.
An empty wine barrel.
Watering down the wine, are we?
I know you're watering down the monastery wine.
I beg your pardon?
Don't act like you didn't hear. You know exactly what I meant.
You feeling all right? Maybe you should lie down.
I saw your cellar.
What? But no one's allowed down there.
And I know exactly why. Now we're gonna have a little chat.
All right. But not here. Come with me, if anyone heard you.
Fine. Let's go. But don't try anything.
I'm not stupid.
A little bit suspicious, but I want to see where this goes, so... Alright, so we still got some time. They're trying to make a server for us on the Fire and Sword. So I'll stream probably until that point. That or I'll grab some breakfast. But that'll be not for at least another hour, I think. Then I'll grab breakfast, so.
Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So, what have you got to say about the wine?
Me? Nothing. And I'll make sure you don't say anything either.
And what if I don't keep quiet?
Oh, you will. One way or another.
Fine. Then defend yourself.
To hell with you!
Yeah, pitiful.
All right, enough. I clearly misjudged you.
I'd say so.
What do you want from me?
First of all, give me your axe.
All right. Here.
That's the way.
Anything else?
Oh, it's just a carpenter's axe. Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. But I guess there's if you come in without weapons, because you're disarmed before you enter the monastery, so you gotta consider that. The axe could be valuable at that point, but in my case, I did the Teutonic side quest, so I got a nice military sword. So the carpenter axe is no longer of any use, but certainly earlier in this quest line, that could be very helpful, actually.
Why did you lie to me about Blazena? About her stealing?
What's Blazena got to do with all this anyway? Did that bitch tell you something?
Don't speak about her like that, you hear me? The poor girl might die. And anyway, why would she tell me anything?
Because she figured it out too. One time I forgot to lock the cellar door behind me and she caught me at it.
So that's why you lied about her? So no one would believe her if she gave you away? You're a right bastard, you know that?
Go to hell.
They say you were rummaging through her chest. And you took something.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Don't deny it. They saw you. So what did you take?
Well, this key.
Hand it over. Why did you take it in the first place? Do you even know what it's for?
It's for the monastery cellar.
You mean your cellar?
No, it's the key to the cellar under the monastery.
But how would Blazena get something like that? Women aren't even allowed in the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Christ. And that's all you know?
That's it, I swear.
All right, I believe you. Now get out.
Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot about the wine. He'd have me hanged, or kicked out if I'm lucky. But if I stay here at the monastery, I could be useful to you.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all sorts. Lockpicks and other handy things.
We'll see. I'll think about it. But now clear off.
Fuck me.
do I find this place? That's not helpful. Oh, here we go. I'm just very blind as usual. Oh,
What
hello.
the? Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
I should be the one asking you. What is this place?
Christ's precious passion. May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek. We were, writing a book here. All of us.
Alright, I'll be right back. Just heading to the bathroom real quick. Okay, I'm back. Probably wrap up this quest line, then go join the folks over on the Discord because they are just going to use a public server, it looks like, for our game.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no. Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
What are you on about? The book on his lectern in the scriptorium is almost empty.
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized what it was really about. He became afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So, what's the Decameron actually about?
That's not such an easy question. And you don't look like someone who came here to talk about literature.
Then at least tell me why Yaroslav was afraid to hand over the book.
Because it represents a new way of thinking. It doesn't focus so much on our Lord, but more on man. On human virtues, vices, good and bad intentions, and all the forms of love.
Really? All of them?
All of them. Mind you, the book pokes fun at the church a little.
And you, as servants of God, were fine with that? It mocks your faith.
I said the church, not God. There's a difference, even if not everyone wants to see it.
Right. So what was Yaroslav working on down here then?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
Yeah, so this book's about humanism, it looks like, which is very interesting. New way of thinking that comes about, like, in the late Middle Ages, especially in the Renaissance period.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about? About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh. I like that. I enjoy a good laugh just about any time. Then you and he would have got on well. Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
There's something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So, basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Why not?
Tell me another one.
So I went to see the apothecary, but I didn't like him at all. He was totally apathetic.
Tell me another one.
Dear. These are just
How
puns.
does an astrologer flag down a wagon?
No idea.
By his sign.
Tell me another one.
The kitchen lad complains
How many
to
does
his
he
master.
have?
The cellar's terribly damp. How do you know? Asks the master. And the lad replies, yesterday, a fish got caught in the mousetrap.
Tell me another one.
What were the last words of St. Lawrence when Emperor Valerian had him roasted alive on a grate? Turn me over. I'm done on this side.
Tell me another one.
5 clergymen meet, and they've nothing to tell each other. Because they all turned up.
Tell me another one.
Why doesn't the monastery's rooster crow? Because he's taken a vow of silence too.
Tell me another one.
What book has the most leaves in it? A herbarium, of course.
How many does this guy have?
Tell me another one.
Brother Julian cooks fish every Friday and calls it fasting. We just call it a test of faith.
Well, that one was a bit dry.
So was Christ when he walked on water.
Tell me another one.
The brothers are praying when suddenly the candle goes out. The novice gasps, "It's a sign." The older brother says, "Yes, that's someone's breathing too hard."
Tell me another one.
What do you call it when someone robs a storeroom full of pulses, but then repents and puts everything back?
I'm boring some people.
Easy.
Everyone's just leaving.
Tell me another one.
A knight goes to confession and tells the priest, "I feel a great weight on me that won't let me
I
sleep."
feel like
at
there's an
night."
achievement or something in
The
the
priest
end of
replies, "Have you tried taking off your armor before going to bed?"
Tell me another one.
Some of our brothers have a lot in common with God when they're working. Everyone knows they exist, but no one's ever seen them.
Tell me another one.
I think I'm out of jokes.
Oh, shame. I was hoping to hear a few more.
Sadly. But once Yaroslav gets better, we're bound to come up with more.
Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav,
And Brother Ernest. And also... Blajina.
Ooh, okay. So this is something connecting the three people who have this illness that's spreading around.
And what was Blajena doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blajena's just... funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill, too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blajina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes. At least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on Ernest now.
Wait. What about me? What's going to happen to me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book. Please, don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong, but if he found out, he'd throw us out.
Why would I tell him? He didn't do anything wrong here.
Thank you, and may God protect you.
Yeah, well, I got an achievement. I listened to all the jokes and survived. Yep, that we did.
Whew, it's damp, chilly, but the air is clean. If the disease really spreads through foul air, then they must have caught it somewhere else.
Okay, with that, I think I'll end the stream because some buddies of mine want to play Mount and Blade. But thank you for anyone who showed up. I might stream again later today, but we'll see because this is a very interesting DLC so far. Probably my favorite so far, especially as a history nerd. There's a lot of stuff to digest compared to some of the others. But anyway, I won't keep you guys any longer. I'll see you next time.